know that we winning, we with it, we going, we flowing again. I might just go by a Benz, I might just blow my advance. Whoa, I did it all for the feeling. Alive, but I'm making a killing. I'm gonna break every ceiling, cause I need $1 million, but I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. It's a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. I ain't been feeling spectacular, flow so sick it's hazardous. Y'all still suck like Dracula. Zip this beat, let's back it up. And I don't care about critics cause they talk too much, and I know that I gotta keep on grinding, finding myself. I ain't gonna stop until I know I had enough. Mama, I made it, I know that they see me. I'm popping these bottles just like I'm a genie. I'm glad that you made me. It's all in my DNA. I'm up my cheeks like I'm working for Frito-Lay. And bet the bag on myself. I don't do it for my health. Every thread is a champion. Got the title, need a belt. I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. It's a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. Gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat.
Still young spits, but you're coming young boss. Eating real good, so a man's gon' floss. Got my weight up in my view real posh. You a frisbee man, so that mean you get tossed. Got a new crib, studio in the back. Numbers ran up, had to split it with the chaps. Realest in the city, in my record, a fact. But your man's only chat when he do it in the raps. Like, squad go lost and don't really care what it cost them. You don't wanna cost them. My lifestyle awesome, couldn't decide if my gal want it too, so I butt them. Don't run trap, but I run up a check. Run, do it real big, gotta one up the next. Point to the sky with the one up, I'm blessed. I'm young, rich and black, so you know I'm a threat.
Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. I ain't never really wanna flex my gifts, but I think it's my time, let me check my wrist. You can never dim my shine, I'ma keep on grinding till I reach the top. When it's just in my jeans and I ain't looking back, cause I'm feeling like Chris Cross. They can never slow me down, but they need to hate me, now I'm feeling like Chris. Rock with the team, cause you know that we winning, we with it, we going, we flowing again. I might just go by a Benz, I might just blow my advance. Whoa, I did it all for the feeling. Alive, but I'm making a killing. I'm gonna break every ceiling, cause I need $1 million, but I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Cause once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. I'm a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. It's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. Really, y'all don't know this, y'all in danger, I'm a threat. It's a gamble with your life, cause you know that it's a bet. You know I ain't letting up, my foot is on your neck. Take my word for it, this a promise and a threat. I ain't been feeling spectacular, flow so sick it's hazardous. Y'all still suck like Dracula. Zip this beat, let's back it up. And I don't care about critics cause they talk too much, and I know that I gotta keep on grinding, finding myself. I ain't gonna stop until I know I had enough. Mama, I made it, I know that they see me. I'm popping these bottles just like I'm a genie. I'm glad that you made me. It's all in my DNA. I'm up my cheeks like I'm working for Frito-Lay. And bet the bag on myself. I don't do it for my health. Every thread is a champion. Got the title, need a belt. I don't need your money, you can pay me in respect. Once I do it big, what's to follow is a check. I need 100 bags, nothing more, nothing less. And the ops feel away, cause I'm next, I'm a threat. Oh yeah.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on. ngā mana, e ngā reo, e ngā kārangatanga maha tēnā tātou katoa e mihi ana. Kia waikato tainu i ngā tangata whenua o tēnei rohe. Nā rātou nei i tuku te whenua hei whakaeke mo tēnei kēmu. Tēnā koutou, ngā kura e rua. O tēnei kēmu ara ko St. Paul's Collegiate, me Wesley College. Nō rāua, tamatākoro, kua whakarite, kia whakataitau mo te wāhi ki te whiringa toa. E rānui tēnei mō ngā rangatahi nei, nō reira e mihi ana, tēnā koutou, o tira, tēnā tātou katoa. Yes, kia ora, and welcome. It's Andrew Rao here no Ngāti Raukawa. E mihi ana kia koutou katoa e hono mai ki tēnei pāpāhotanga whakata MāORI. And a semi-final day in the Central North Island First 15 Championship. And here at St. Paul's Collegiate in Hamilton, the stage is set for a genuine decider. St. Paul's Collegiate, who finished top, and Wesley College finishing in the 4th position as we look at the standings here. So St. Paul's Collegiate have the right to host the semi-final this afternoon, and they're up against Wesley College, who just beat them last week 24-19, and that was St. Paul's Collegiate only loss of the season so far after winning 8 matches in a row. Visitors, Wesley College, with a record of 6 wins, 1 draw and 2 losses. The 2 losses against St. Peter's and St. John's in Hamilton, and the draw against Feilding High School. As we look at the lineup here for Wesley College up front, Tu'uheava, Uhatahi and McFarlane, the locks, Tui Fua and Tui Halamaka, the loose forwards, Whangupo, Forbes and Tapu Soa, the halves of Fraser and Byers, the centres, Mothe and Adia, and the back 3, New, Funaki and Baker, and on the bench, Folau, Lumuni, Lea, Taufo, Ratulevu, Loseli and Tatana, and the coach is Lawrence. Lawrence and Wesley will be wearing their away strip today in grey. Nō reira kua tai mai ngā manuwhiri ki tēnei papatākoro ki roto nei o Waikato. Nā nei te kapa o St. Paul's Collegiate. They have won the most CNI titles. They call the Cup the Tane Randall Cup, and they've been winners 7 times. Here's the lineup up front. Hull, Hill-Brown, the co-captain, and Kennedy. The locks are Weir and Young. The loose forwards, Benjamin, Boynton, and Young, the other co-captain. The halves are Silic and Kilmister. The centres, Birch and Thompson, and the back 3, Blake, Smythe and Hay. And on the bench, Thompson, Kahotea, Kibby McLeod, Berry, McGoo and De Bruyn. And the coach is Daniel Teka. So the stage is set. Ko tai mai e nei kura e rua. Ka wharakitia ngā pōtai. Ngā kaitākoro nei. Ngari kua rite e nei kapa e rua. Kua rite ina nei mō te haka. O kua tako tō te manuka. Mo tēnei tukinga ki Whanganui nei kura e rua. Kua rongo te ihi te wehi me te mana. O nei tamatoa, mai nei kura e rua. Whenei ngā kaiwawao ko Levi Rollison, me Corey Tipene, rātou ko Tom Shipley. St. Paul's Collegiate in Hamilton, the motto is State and Feed, which means stand firm in the faith. And Wesley College, based in Pukekohe, Auckland, the motto Fid Letteris Labore, which means faith, learning and work. And no doubt these two sides will look to embody the mottos from their respective schools this afternoon. It's semi-final football coming up live and exclusive on Whakaata Māori. O tēnei, te kēmu I mua o te kēmu whakamutunga mō te tau nei. Semi-final action, it's first against fourth. St. Paul's Collegiate up against Wesley College. St. Paul's Collegiate have won this competition a record 7 times, including a shared title in 2020. And Wesley have only won it once back in 2017. St. Paul's Collegiate haven't won it since 2021. So it's been a bit of time in between drinks for both sides, for both schools. But looking forward to this mouth-watering encounter this afternoon. It's a rematch of last weekend, where St. Paul's suffered their first loss of the season. Wesley getting up 24-19. Let's see what this match brings. Knockout rugby at its best. Schoolboy rugby at its best. And we're almost underway here. It's Wesley playing in the grey, running left to right on your screen. And it'll be St. Paul's Collegiate with first possession. Te kora o nari kua taka whakamua pia, kao kua taka whakamuri, te whakatau. Te kaiwawao. A lot of pressure on St. Paul's Collegiate early on, right from the kickoff. In fact, it's been turned over. Wesley College, what a start. They keep it tight within the forwards. Here they come, Wesley College. Kei te kaha kōkiri whakamua rātou I tēnei wā. Ka puta atu te pōro ino nei, ka noho ki ngā paumua, tata ki te rārangi piro. Kei te hara mai a Wesley College, e puta atu te pōro ki tēnei taha. Matawai, he piro! He piro! Ko tērā te piro tuatahi o te kēmu nei. The first try of the match goes to Wesley College. Out on the wing was Josh Funaki for the first try as we look at the replay. Ai reira te pōro I puta atu kia pai as tērā maka kia Funaki te tau te kaumā toru. O tana kēmu tuatahi o tēnei tima, tēnei tau. O tira, te whakararangi a Fraser I tēnei whana tāpiri. very difficult, challenging kick here from the sideline for Oscar Fraser, born in Craigavon, Ireland. Year 13. He has a crack at it from the sideline, but the wind just moves it across the face of the post. Engari ko te tatawi tēnei wā ko te rima ki te kore. So we get one final look at this. Byers, they were lining up out here. The defence just couldn't get there. It was a valiant effort by Jackson Hay, the fullback from St. Paul's Collegiate, to get there, but Funaki just too quick on the outside and dotted down in the corner for the first try of the match. Wesley College. Fraser. E Makapoto, Kinga, Po, Mua. Fraser. Passes. Tactical kick here. Goes straight down. Knocked backwards. But there now for Hay, Jackson Hay. His prestigious boot straight down the middle. Telling Wesley to respond, and they do so with another kick. So a game of force back at the moment. And that kick just sits up there for Wesley on that left wing. And they kick it back, so just a game of finding each other out at the moment. Hay, again with a long kick, taken inside the 22, all the time in the world. And that kick has eventually found touch in the next game for Wesley College as they have a line out on halfway. Wehia ngā whana mai tētihi taha o tēnei papatākoro ki te rātu taha. O tēnei te rārangi a waho. Kei reira, ma St. Paul's Collegiate ara. I āhua tūwhera te kētira. Engari I reira te ārai, te rārangi ārai a Wesley College. Stillage. Te reira I nei mo hei. Ka putatu te poro ki te rātaha. Matau. Te reira tonu te poro mo Kilmister. But it's been lost. Wesley. Give it out. It's been charged. The kick. Everyone's on side, but the whistle's been blown. And a slight knock on by St. Paul's Collegiate. So there'll be a scrum for Wesley College. Ai te tiro ana ki tēnei, ko tēra a Byers, a Kilmister. Taka whakamua. And then a charge down, but a slight knock on, called by the referee. So it will be Wesley College feet to the scrum.
Go line, boy. Willie, talk to Jackson.
And they didn't look at tuatahi o te kēpune. Fraser. Putatu nei kia Byers. He whana anua. I roti tanake ua te kaumārima. Ko Smythe. E whakahoki ana te whana. Engari kua puta ki waho. Goes into touch on the full. Billy Smythe and Wesley College in prime field position now. So both sides still just feeling each other out. And this time, Smythe just put a little bit too much on it. Wasn't much in it. So they'll go back to where the kick was. Anei te rārangi a waho ko Wesley College. Nā rātou te whangai. Oh, tata rātou e tata ngaro ai te poro I ngari ke reira tonu. He Makapoto. Wesley College on the short side. Pod set up, ready to go. Nicely done over the advantage line now. Wesley College. Putakia Byers in the midfield, looking to find a gap in the defence, but it wasn't there, and a high tackle has been called. So a penalty now for Wesley, and they look directly at the post, and they'll take the points. Knockout rugby. You got to do what you got to do. Oh, yeah, Wesley College, te rārangi a waho. Tata ngaro rātou I te poro, mai tērā rārangi a waho. Engari, he rutu teitei me ki. Ka puta he hāmene no reira ko tēnei whana hāmene e whai ake nei ko Oscar Fraser. Tēnei. Fraser has played for the New Zealand Irish Barbarian Sevens at the Global Youth Sevens. Year 13. And that kick is good. Just creeps over. No reira, ko te waru ki te kore. Whitu miniti. Ko hipa. Tēnei Keb. Te mata no. Engari, te reira, Wesley College. They take the ball, despite it not quite making the 5 metre line. 10 metre line, sorry. It's Fraser digging in. It's coming slowly, but it's there. And he goes out to Byers. Byers, a little kick in behind from the midfield, and now he's overkicked it. There's a bit of nerves from both sides as we look at the restart. The kick just held up. It didn't quite make the 10 metre line, but it didn't bother. The big lock forward for Wesley. As St Paul's have it now, and they spread it, and they've got numbers here, St Paul's, and it comes out to Blake. Blake has a bit of work to do. Goes to ground. Silic arranging his teammates, spreads it out to centre field. Pick and go time. He hāmene nai nei. Wa haere te rea St Paul's engari. E waki te paua wau. Wa te maka. No reira ko te ahua nei. O, ka whana rātou ki te kokonga. Pai te whakaro. Rawe te whakaro. He rārangi a waho. E whai ake nei. Ke te rārangi rima mita a St Paul's Collegiate. Huge opportunity now for St Paul's. They go towards the back and they'll drive. It goes straight down to ground. It hasn't been pulled down, so it's still there. Silic gets it out. Oh, knocked on by Kilmister. All sorts of pressure from the Wesley defence coming up very quickly on Kilmister, putting the pressure on and forcing the mistake. And yes, as you can see from the replay, the defence in midfield was up very quickly, up in the face of Harry Kilmister. It was a danger man for the St Paul's side at number 10. The key for Wesley winning this today is to try and shut him down. Number of All Blacks coming out of both of these schools. Of course, Wesley College, the school of the late great Jonah Lomu. Out of St Paul's Collegiate, current test hooker Samisuni Taukeaho and Jeff Hines are the only two capped All Blacks who have come out of the team. There's been a number of All Blacks that have come out of Wesley College. And this kick will stay in field, and here comes Blake. Hot on the attack, Blake's chopped down. Kareira tonu te poro. Mo St Paul's, e putana I nai nei, ko Young tēnei. Kia Benjamin, hinga ana ki te papa, Kilmister. E tōra tonu te poro engari, he hāmene. Came up very quickly on defence there and penalised. And again, St Paul's are looking at touch, so penalty for offside. whana te poro ki te kokonga. E rārangi a waho. E whai ake nei. E rārangi a waho anō. Hea te mahere, hea te rautaki. They tried to drive the last time they were in this position, but it went to ground pretty quickly. And it looks as though it's similar tactics again. Same result. Ball goes straight to ground, so pick and go. It's Kennedy having a go very close to the line. Kennedy. Tatarawa, he piro pia kao. Ko puta ki waho. Great defence by Wesley, but a penalty has been called. A late call there from the referee. So what's the decision now for St. Paul's? Tērā te rārangi I mamita. Te ahua nei ka whana ki waho. Anō. Te tehi rārangi a waho. Ko Hill Brown tēnei. Te tihunga kāpene e whāngai ana I tēnei rārangi a waho. Ka haere ki Whanganui o te rārangi rā. He mōro. And here's Hal. Tatarawa ki te rārangi. Ko hau tēnā ka putatu te pōro. Are reira. A Birch. Birch e haere tonu he piro. Ko Birch tēnā. No Ngāti Whātua. He piro ngā mihi nui kia Leighton Birch. Te takawainga o St. Paul's Collegiate titiro anō. Whāngai ana te pōro ki Whanganui o tērā rārangi a waho. I reira ngā pau mua. Kaha kōkiri whakamua I putatu te pōro. Kia Kilmister. I reira a Birch. Te kaharawa o Birch. Ki te neke ki te rārangi piro rā. Nā he piro. Tērā whana. Tāpiri. Reira. Tino uaua. Ki te kāti tērā. Kai tākoro mō St. Paul's Collegiate arā ko Leighton Birch tērā. Leighton Birch, the number 12 for St. Paul's Collegiate, has played for representative teams for Waikato. Danger man in midfield for St. Paul's Collegiate, has been so for the whole season. But a drop ball from the restart. And Wesley College had the opportunity to hit straight back. Tino teitei rawa tēnei whana timatanga ki ngā rangitū hāhā pia. I taka whakamua te pōro. I reira, he nono ke, e whai ake nei. Ngā Wesley College te whāngai. Ko whakarārangi ai ngā pau muri. I tēnei taha o tau. Oh, titiro ki tēnei none ke, oh, koe, whano ko tia. A tight head as St. Paul's Collegiate spread it out. What an assist! He piro anō for Wesley College! Out of nothing. Wesley College. The intercept try. Let's look at it again. It was from the tight head. St. Paul's Collegiate backed themselves. And a good read. Look at that. Jeremiah Mothe. Jeremiah Mothe, the try scorer for Wesley College. The year 13, born in Suva, in Fiji. Has played for the New Zealand Fijian Sevens under 16 side. Conversion, oh, has missed. A very strong win this afternoon. As we look again at the replay. A huge scrum by St. Paul's. They fancied their chances out wide here. but a good read.
Let's go, Dyson. Let's go, Villa. Go, the ball.
In the end. In fact, that might have been Funaki. Apologies, very difficult to read the numbers on the back of the jerseys. If so, that's Funaki's second try of the match. Kilmister, big fan, good stuff. He's still up on his feet, Kilmister. Silich, up to Thompson. Oh, big hit, huge hit. He's still on his feet, done very well. Young, kicking behind. Good on the full. Does not find touch. It's back there for St. Paul's. Another little kick in behind. There might be a bit too much on it. And they'll let it go. It goes touch and goal. Nō reira ka hoki atu. Ke tērā wāhi. I whana ai te pōro mo te nonoke. Out for the line out. And it's overthrown. Oh, huge hit. And knocked on as well, St. Paul's Collegiate. It was a sitting duck. Great defence of St. Paul's, spread it. And it goes wide now to Blake. Blake weaves on the inside. For Kilmister. Took it out wide. Bit of space here. Look what it is. It's Hull finding himself in the centres. The prop. Slow coming out. Got an advantage. Benjamin. Powerful player Benjamin. Also a rower. Now they spread it. And they'll go back to the original penalty. Silich is looking to go quickly. What will he do? No, he'll slow things down. Kilmister again looks for the corner. Wesley have done very well so far to defend the line out, close to the line. As we look at the replay of the hit, look at that. It's Jackson Hill-Brown. The hooker for St. Paul's who throws it in, o Tainui, Waikato Tainui here. Kei reira tonu te pōro o St. Paul's, e puta ana ki tēnei matau ko Pointon tēnei. Silich, puta ana ki te rātu taha ko te taha matau ko Birch. Titi o ngā kaipiro o tēnei kem. Hull. Kilmister. O rā te pōro, ngari kei reira tonu te rārangi āroi a Wesley College. Ahua te kaumita, atu i te rārangi piro. A Kennedy tēnei. Aere ki te taha, tuwhera arako Thompson. Tataki te rārangi piro. Ki nui ngā pau. A puta te pōro ki tēnei taha matau Kilmister. Kei reira te pōro, Young, he kaipiro! Young ai! Ka mau te wehi! Kei reira, Alex Young, mō te piro no te rarawa ia. Alex Young. Ka titiro anō. I reira ngā pau mua. Te tere hoki o te pōro. Kia Kilmister, he makaroa kia Young, I reira Blake engari. Ia kia Young, kao ka piro ahau no reira. Kei te ora tonu a St. Paul's. Ko hoki mai rātou. Tēnei Kebu. Tino Tawhiti. Tēnei Whana Tāpiri. Engari. Ka Wanike. Ko neke whakamua. A St. Paul's Collegiate. Got to say, the quick ball was what they needed, and as I mentioned, Alex Young had the support of Caleb Blake on his outside, but put the big dummy in and backed his strength and his size to dot over the line. So what a match we've got in front of us here. St. Paul's Collegiate, after being down early, have now found themselves in the lead, up by 1, 22 minutes gone. The restart is long, deep into the 22. St. Paul's now, just looking to exit. As the box kick goes directly to Wesley College, almost opening up there. St. Paul's almost fancied a turnover. A good defence by St. Paul's as Wesley go the short side. Players, big dummy, will go himself. Te tora tonu te poro, Players, nice little pass. Getting well and truly over the advantage line, now lining up on this right side. To Halamaka, back to Players, a little crossfield kick, how's the bounce, it's awkward, but it picks up one of the players, one of the Wesley players, and they're still in possession. Centre field here, looking sharp, Wesley. Fraser. Defence there. St. Paul's locks. Tanuho ki te rataha poto. Ki te Haramaya Wesley. Upoko Kiraro. Engari he hāmene o reira ka hoki atu ki te kaiwawao. Hea te whakatau te rapia ka oma rātou ko te ahua nei ai. Ranga Paumua. Oh, nice tap play here. Oh, look at this. Love to see it. And they've lost it. So an advantage for a knock-on. St. Paul's. Puta te poro. Nei te whana, e whai ake nei. Engari, ke te ora tonu. Players spreads it out to Baker. Now it's there for New. New goes to ground. Chopped down. It's there now with the forwards. An awkward pass, good hands, still alive. Here comes Wesley. Looking to offload, does so. Now it's out there for Funaki. Cuts back on the inside. Short ball, defence was right there. And now to the back of the ruck. A little snipe still there for Wesley. A long advantage played, and they'll go back for another penalty. Poe. Te ahua nei. E whana. Hamine. E whai ake nei. So they're going to take the shot, the penalty, goal, to get back in front. Ki te neke whakamua. Ai, koe neke whakamua Wesley College. Te kauma ono, ki te kauma wha.
Keep talking, boys. Keep talking, careful.
Again, Wesley. Get up in the air, let go.
Kia hoa nei, whare whai te tau uta. Ke reira te pūra. No Wesley. Byers, e whana toa. O te kia. Hay has a go. Back the kick, but the Sada against it at the last minute. Have to caught there. And a penalty now for Wesley. Jackson, Hay, and his team there, the support. Just wasn't there, he was isolated, holding on. And Wesley will now have it. And they've opted to kick into the corner. So Paws just struggled to get numbers to that breakdown. So Wesley College, they go to the middle, but it's overthrown and St. Paul's come up with it. Just the timing issue there for Wesley. Whitu miniti, e toi ana I tēnei wāhanga tuatahi. E whana pauaka. Ko puta ki waho. So not a bad box kick there by Jamie Silic. Just settling things down a little bit as the Wesley forwards have a wee wānanga to discuss the plan for this line out. A short line out this time. Bit of movement. And again, luckily, collected at the back. A lot of contact there. Wesley do well. They've moved slightly backwards, but they've still got possession. And that'll help getting over the advantage line. Little dummy there by Fraser. No gaps. In fact, it's been turned over. St. Paul's at a critical moment. Silic of the box kick. The bounce sits up nicely. And he glides on through. Looks to kick. Gets the kick away successfully. The bounce is good for St. Paul's. They return the favour with another kick and it just bounces out into touch.
Go, boys, give up. Go, come on, boys. Go on, push on them, push on them.
Genji's 45. Watch hooker. Watch the no jump. Can't go.
Go, Alan.
Wesley, Haere ki Muara, Rawe, Byers, Whana Teitei, Te Pahu Pea, Ahoe! Ko taka whakamua ngari he hāmene! Offside, was knocked on by Jackson Hay and one of his teammates were in front of him and he touched the ball, resulting in a penalty. And Wesley will take another shot at goal. It's a very clean line out from the front. Fraser dished it out nicely to Byers. It was an awkward pass for Byers, but he put the big bomb up. And it was very tricky. The defence was steaming up on him. And he could hear the footsteps. And it resulted in a knock-on, and one of his own team mate's been in front of him, touching the ball, resulting in a penalty, and here is the penalty goal. Tēnei, Fraser. E pewhi ana. Ai! Kua piro. Te mutunga ke mai o te pai. Ko Oscar Fraser tēnā. Kei aia, te pūtu kaura. Kua hoki te pōro ki a Wesley. Kua whana ki waho. Ko reira he rārangi a waho, anō e whai ake nei. Ahua toru miniti e toi ana. Tēnei wāhanga tuatahi. Te reira te pōro, St. Paul's Collegiate, aha! Kua tūwhera ai te kēti. Kua maka ki waho rā, me pewhi, he piro! He piro ki te kokonga! Ko te ahua nei, ko Billy Smythe tēnā. Oi, wāwahi ai te rārangi. Ārai, titiro anō. Zealand, kia Kilmister. Rā te maka Birch. Kia Blake. Te maka roa ki tērā atu parirau. Ai, ko Billy Smythe e piro ana ki te kokonga. Kaumaiwa, ki te kaumaiwa. Nothing separating these two sides at the moment. Big kick coming up. How's it look? The crowd will tell you. Yes! Miharo. Have another look at the replay. This was brilliant stuff here, especially from Caleb Blake, who came from the other wing. Just slicing through the defence, and that wasn't an easy pass to deliver on a plate for Billy Smythe. Nei ki tēnei mōro. Engari kāre te pōro e puta atu. Ko reira, ko whakawhiti nai nei kia Wesley. Ko tahi miniti e toi ana I tēnei wāhanga tuatahi. Ko neke whakamua St. Paul's. Rua te kaumā tahi ki te kaumā iwa. Tērā pēr I tēnei te wā whakamutinga I tēnei wāhanga tuatahi. Mo Wesley, ki te hoki mai, tērā pēr ki te neke whakamua, tēnei kēmu. So a big scrum here for Wesley. They'll love to take the lead going into the break. The next time play stops will likely be half time. And they'll reset here. So what have Wesley got up their sleeves? What's the plan? The midfield of Mothe and Aria, extremely dangerous. Keep an eye on them if the ball gets out to the backs. The two Fijians in the midfield. And of course the back three, extremely dangerous. But the St. Paul's scrum is top notch, as we saw earlier with the tight head. So, yes, more stable scrum that time for Wesley. But no, they'll be more than happy to just boot it into touch. Nō reira kua mutu ai te wāhanga tuatahi. O tēnei kēmu, kei mua a St. Paul's Collegiate rua te kaumā tahi ki te kaumā iwa.
And Look who's in the house.
From the park to the city, stories told our way. Stream it, cast it, carry it with you. Download MāORI Plus on your devices.
What makes selling with Baileys altogether better? It's the energy we bring to every home we sell. Enhancing and lifting the energy of your home to achieve the best possible result. Because when the energy is right, you can feel it. Baileys, altogether better.
Sport is about more than just the game. It's about going from teammates to best mates. It's the high fives and helping hands. It's learning when to back yourself or back your buddies. It's actually being excited to get out of bed early on a Saturday. Sport is about more than just the game. That's why Caltex is proud to help fuel school sports.
The forest should never have been taken off this steep hill country that's eroding, and it makes absolute sense to afforest those hills. What we're doing here is using the exotics to help that process get established. We're looking at a managed transition process where those pines are progressively thinned as the native understory establishes. We're trying to do several things here. Soak up carbon, establish native forest, and we're trying to improve biodiversity. You're achieving an awful lot with one program of activity.
Funding is a real challenge. We know that a lot of schools face that ongoing, and the reality is if you go to a lower decile school in New Zealand, you are less likely to be able to afford to participate in sport.
Obviously, having come through it myself with kids and being one of those kids myself who played sport, I know how much it defined who I was. And now being able to go, I can't fix it all, but we can help and try and give to those people who are going through tough times.
That is tough. Kei aku nui, kei aku rahi, anei rā, a haka feels.
Else just make sure that everyone knows who we are.
Te whāinga matua, kia rangatira tutu, kia Whanganui tutu.
Me my brother's like, stop.
I want to win. I want to win. Let's go. Anei a haka feels, te mihi atu nei.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass up.
Tānau mai hoki mai ki te kura o Hato Paura me ki kirikiri rua nei ara ke mua a St Paul's Collegiate mua te kau mātai ki te kau māiwa 21-19 at half time. We'll have a look at the highlights of the first half, and it was Wesley College who set the scene early with a try in the first few minutes, and it was Josh Funaki in the corner, and St Paul's hitting almost straight back in the form of Leighton Birch. It was a huge St Paul's scrum which resulted in a tight head, and they spread out wide from inside their 22, but the big intercept on the outside, and it was Funaki in for his second, and then St Paul's found some space on the left side, and a big dummy by Alex Young, who got him over the line. And of course the final try before the break was a break by Caleb Blake, who put the long ball to his other winger Billy Smythe. Looking forward to more excitement in the second half. At the moment at half time it's 21-19 to St Paul's Collegiate in the semi-final of the CNI competition for 2026. So 40 minutes left for both sides. It's been a long season. Of course, St. Paul's Collegiate finishing top of the table with only one loss, and it was against Wesley College last week. And Wesley College just scraping into the top four after that well-fought victory last week. There you go. These two schools met last week with Wesley College winning. That's why it's important to also note Wesley finishing in 4th position, but it all resets when we get into the playoffs. Anything can happen on the day. And away we go, the last 40 minutes for both sides, potentially, for the CNI season for 2026. And that kick partially charged. Goes into touch. So a close encounter. St. Paul's up 21-19. They'll have possession early on in the second half from the line out. That's good. Silic does a weave, does a dance, looking for support. He's still running. Goes to ground. It's still alive. It's gone backwards. It's still there. They spread it out to this right-hand side. It's pointed. Goes to ground. He's almost doing a headstand there. And goes Birch to play halfback. Silic, ka haere ki te taha poto for Thompson. Nei appointed. Ka hinga ki te papa. Appointed. Ka putei nai nei. Kia Birch. Ka hoki kia hei. Rā, Kilmister me te whana. Poto rā. Kua puta ki waho. Nice tactical kick there by Kilmister. Just keeping Wesley deep into their own 22. And Wesley in the first half had a few wobbles at not line out time. Look to go towards the back. How's the timing? It's a little bit off, but they secure position. Wesley College, smart rugby IQ there, letting go of the ball, picking it up and going again. E whana Pauaka, e whai ake nei. Jackson Hay, ke tō matunua Hay. Oh, rawe. Te hāmama. A St. Paul's mo te poro ko Smythe. Anei Thompson. Hinga ana ki te papa. Ke reira Birch. Oh, engari ko taka whakamua te poro. A slight knock on by Wesley. So it'll be a scrum for St. Paul's. St. Peter's are leading Lindisfarne 19-17 in the other semi-final. Important update. We'll keep you posted throughout the match on the score in that other semi-final. So 2 very close semi-finals playing out at the moment. Movement in the scrum, a penalty and a quick tap, but again off the mark, and this referee will not allow the quick taps. It's the second time, maybe the third time. St. Paul's have tried to tap quickly, but they're in no mood to take any shots at goal. They know that tries are going to win them this game. Kilmister, e whanana ki te kokonga. And here we go, St. Paul's. Tata ki te rārangi piro engari. Oh, wei reira te kaiwa wao. And yes, the referee was in the way It's unfortunate, these things happen, so we'll just go back for a scrum. As we look at the replay here, it was nicely done, and it was Kennedy who was on the rampage towards the try line, and unfortunately the referee just getting in the way there. Prime position for St. Paul's, 5 metres out from the line, a scrum. And they'll back their scrum, no doubt. They've shown positive signs at scrum time in this match. Just a few niggles up front. I'll look to reset again. And now it comes out into the backs. I know St. Paul's got Smythe Tierney. Oh. He was looking for a second try, Smythe. Hereira to Tahapoto for St. Paul's. Pai rawa te Rārangi Aroi, a Wesley. Te Kaharawa. Still there for St. Paul's. Now they spread it out. It's with Weir. He's well covered. Quick ball for Birch. He's already scored one. Gives it to Hay. Oh, big tackle. Pops out of the hands. It's gone backwards. Still there for St. Paul's. They've done well. Penalty now for St. Paul's. Quick tap. Surely that's fine. Like I said earlier, the quick taps are not playing out. They are very willing to run the ball. Kilmister will kick to the corner again. Another line out on the way. Big ups to the Wesley College defence. It's been resolute so far. Anea St. Paul's ka haere ki muri o te Rārangi a waho. Ke reira te poro ko Benjamin. Takes it to ground. Silic gets it out. Good carry there. Arawea. Te Raka. More St. Paul's. Run in front of the post. St. Paul's. Oh, and a slight knock on. Ko taka whakamua te poro. Te mihi nui. Tēnō mihi nui tēnei ki te Rārangi Aroi o Wesley College. Titiro mai. Oh, yeah. Just a little bobble of the ball. Back of that ruck. Oh, huge pressure on the Wesley scrum, but they do well to get it out. And a long kick, and look at that, rolls into touch. Meters right up to halfway and out of trouble. Line out now. Yeah. It's probably line out time. James Berry has come onto the field for St. Paul's. In fact, St. Paul's will put the ball up. That's interesting tactic. Nicely taken. Whanapawaka. Oh, they've let it bounce, but it just bounces up nicely. And a good run here by Silic. Engari here. Makateite, quick tap. Silic gets back up on his feet after getting high tackled. Oh, another big hit. And a forward pass. All the big hits coming in now as we look at the replay. And it's bounced up nicely for Silic, little dummy. Broke the line initially, a little step, but oh yeah, a shot to the face. The penalty was called. He got straight back up and tapped it and went. Silic then passed it, but a huge hit. A huge hit there, forcing the mistake. Wesley College, the scrum's gone backwards, in fact that's gone forward, and that has come from the very strong St. Paul's scrum, pushing the Wesley College scrum backwards slightly and putting all sorts of pressure at the back of that scrum. Just a slight boot getting in the way of Fraser. Rere he nono ki anō, e whai ake nei. St. Paul's Collegiate, like I said earlier, Gus Weir, the lock forward for St. Paul's. Won gold at the under-18s, quad and double rowing at the MΑORI Cup. And George Benjamin, the blindside flanker, is also a very good rower. And so that power up front for St. Paul's is starting to show. Silic, Mr. Yeah, Blake can't keep the ball alive, goes to ground. And they'll go back, there's an advantage for the high shot. Looks like a shoulder charge. So will St. Paul still deploy their tactics of plugging the corner and keeping it alive? Let's see. Ke te ata whakaro. Ngā kāpene ko Young rawa ko Hill Brown. Hea te whakatau o te tokorua rā. Ko te ahua nei, ai he whana ki te kokonga. Aha kua kei mua I ngā pau. So just look at the replay here. Let's see, it was a high shot, or a late shot, and no arms. So that's a fair call. We'll have another update for you on the other semi-final, St. Peter's against Lindisfarne shortly. St. Paul's go to the middle. It's Weir, it's still alive. Intricate move here. Here's Birch. Well covered. Taimai Kibbe, Josh Kibbe, more St. Paul's. Just being patient here. St. Paul's stringing the faces together, inching closer and closer to the line. Silic, Weir gives it out to Pilmister. Now they go the short side. I've got some numbers here. That's gone forward and intercepted. Wesley get the turnover. And the forward pass has been called, and so Wesley will feed the scrum. As we look at the replay, and yes, that was a clear forward pass. And an update on the other semi-final. It's St. Peter's now still ahead 24-17 against Lindisfarne College. second semi-final. Better scrum this time from Wesley College. And that doesn't find touch. And here comes Blake. Loves the contact, Blake. Haere ki te taha poto. Kia mista. He whana ki te taha rā. How's the bounce? Slightly awkward, but it's there. Wesley sweep it up. Byers. Oh, good tackle, good chase. Now it's Young. Goes to the ground. Yeah, the short side now. A good run here. Flying tackle. Got a penalty now for Wesley. Holding on to the ball.
Jerry.
So look at the replay. It was a good run. Probably lucky that flying tackle from the Wesley player didn't connect because there were no arms. And that was Jeremiah Mothe who went in for the big hit. But they got the penalty. Wesley. St. Paul's just holding on at the breakdown. The line out. Oh, it's still there. Luckily for Wesley. Fraser out to Byers into the midfield now. Good defence. But an advantage, a high shot. So Wesley, can they take the lead back? They're looking at the posts. But no, they decide to go to the corner. Byers, the co-captain. Heuri no Ngāti Porou. There's good contact there in the midfield. But unfortunately, just a bit too high. Has to be below the sternum. Oh, it's been stolen, but knocked on by St. Paul's. So Wesley will now get the scrum. So the set piece is critical, especially in knockout rugby. And so Wesley will get another opportunity, luckily for them, in prime field position. And Kieran Tatana has come on in number 22, you can see on screen. He has a very impressive bio. He was based in Otago, played for Otago MΑORI, Otago Rugby League, Otago Touch. Played for the Warriors Academy as well. South Island Scorpions for Rugby League. Awa Rugby League team, as well as the New Zealand Irish Barbarian Sevens and Counties Manukau Sevens. Tatana was born in Australia, but has affiliations to Ngāpuhi, Ngaitahu, Te Whānau Apanui, Te Aupauri, Ngāti Kahu, Te Rarawa, Ngāti Kuri. Looking forward to seeing what sort of an impact he can make in this second half. And it looks as though he's slotting into centre. As you see on his inside shoulder is Jeremiah Mothe. Let's see what the plan is here. From the back of the scrum, getting very close. He piro. Kua hoki moia Wesley College. Ko te ahua nei. Ko Eric tapu soa. Pea, e oma, e huri, o tērā, nunoke, a titiro anō. Tapu soa, titiro ki tēnei oma, te kaha! I toro atu ia. Tōna ringa ki te rārangi piro. Eric tapu soa, te namawaru mo Wesley College. Kua neke whakamua a Wesley. Rua te kaumā whā ki te rua te kaumā tahi. Anei te whana tāpiri, e whai ake nei. Oh, kua mahue. Wow, what a match we've got. If you thought this semi-final has been a cracker, we've just got an update from the other semi-final. It's 24-all between St. Peter's and Lindisfarne. Oh, the kick is charged. Where will it end up? It's with St. Paul's. The crowd are pleased. That's Harley goes to ground. Silich, Kilmister, he makaroa, kia Young. Kua hinga Young ki te papa. Oh, he hamine ki te haere ai. Oh, ka haere tere. Ngari ka hoki asu ki te maka. Now Kilmister. Tucks it into the corner. Good opportunity now to do a big mihi to our sponsors. Ara ko Whakata MāORI, Bailey's Real Estate, Caltex, Nativa, Apollo Projects, me Anchor. Tēnā koutou mo te pūtia. Me te tautoko, o tēnei kaupapa nui. And now St. Paul's, tēnei te rārangi, ka haere ki mua. Ko Young tēnā, he moro, tata ki te rārangi piro, he hāmene ki te haere. Ara te poro, mo Kilmister. Ke reiranga, paumua. Engari, e tūpakari ana, te rārangi āroi, a Wesley College. St. Paul's. Tēnei tata ki te rārangi piro. Engari kua neke whakamuru a St. Paul's. Mo tēnei te poro, ko Bird. Ko Bird tēnei! Ka maka! Kia Blake, engari ka hinga ki te papa. Rā Blake, tata ki te rārangi piro kāo. He makaroa, ko hai tēnei. Kei reira tonu te rārangi ārai. A Wesley College. Oh, he oma, kaharawa. Tata ki te rārangi piro, engari kua neke whakamiri. Engari, ki te kai mawao ka hoki atu ki te hāmene. Ka oma rātou, ko Hill Brown tēnei, te tiunga kāpene. Stillage, te tahapoto. Te pēwhia, kao, he hāmene o nō ki te haere. O reira, ai, ka hoki atu ki te hāmene. Tērā pia, he kāri. Kei reira te ringa. I roto i te pūkoro. Kaha wānanga I nei, kaiwa wau e rua. Hea te whakatau. Tērā pia he kāri kōwhai. There's been a number of penalties and it looks as though it'll be a yellow card to one of the Wesley players. That's a huge moment in the match, yes. And it's going to be, looks as though a prop, I think, for Wesley to Heava, who's been sent off into the bin for 10 minutes. And a penalty now, and it'll be Kilmister who will continue to plug the corner. Still plenty of time remaining in this match. We've just got another update in the other semi-final. St. Peter's lead 29-24 with 5 minutes to go. Here we go, St. Paul's. They've got a big opportunity, good hands. They've got an advantage as well, St. Paul's. Wesley need to be careful of their discipline. They could find another player in the bin. They spread it. Te konei, a Hill Brown. St. Paul's, Birch, he Makapoto, he Kibi, he Te Ora Te Poro, got Thompson, Pōturi, Te Poro, Ingari, Pereira. Tatarawa, ki te Rarangi, Kipi tēnā, Hewhia Te Poro, Upoko ki raro, Silic, Pereira, hei! Oh, I kati te Ketira. Oh, he piro pia! Ko te ahua nei ai! He piro! Ko wai te kaipiro. Wow, what a try as we look at the replay to try and get a better glimpse of who scored it. Hey, shut down. That gap closed pretty quickly and right in there amongst the forwards. Very difficult to see who scored. Might have been Jackson Hill-Brown, the hooker. It was certainly one of the front rowers. But the fact of the matter is, St. Paul's Collegiate have taken back the lead. And Wesley College, despite the valiant effort, defending on their own line for a long period of time, they're down a player. Just got confirmation. The try was scored by Lucas Hull, the prop for St. Paul's, putting them in the lead with 10 minutes remaining. And we'll keep you posted on the other semi-final. The last update had St. Peter's up 29-24 over Lindisfarne. And that ball's just bounced off the head and fallen into the arms of the Wesley player. I've got a feeling there's still more to the story between these two sides in the last 10 minutes as Wesley, with a man down, in Makapoto. Oh, good counter ruck here. This could be a turnover. No, a penalty. The timing was slightly off. So decision time for Wesley right in front of the post. Still 9 minutes to go and they opt for the scrum. Interesting decision. And we just have another update from the second semi-final. St. Peter's have just scored. With time almost up on the clock. They are leading Lindisfarne College 36-24, so they've pulled away. It's looking very likely that the winner of this match is going to face St. Peter's in the final. What a match this has been. The lead has changed so many times. It was Wesley that took the very early lead, and there's been about at least 4 or 5 lead changes throughout the match. Ratu Levu has come on in jersey number 20 and halfback. He needs to get it out quickly. It was a good scrum by St. Paul's, and Wesley on the back foot. Wesley just stringing the phases together and also making sure the clock is ticking down so they can get the full complement of 15 players. Ratu Levu. Looking up. Paumua. Te tiro ki te rārangi āroi o St. Paul's. Wesley will be buoyed by the fact that they beat St. Paul's this time last week. It's fresh in their minds. But St. Paul's will no doubt have that in the back of their memory as well. The defence has been very strong by St. Paul's. Oh, he hamine kia St. Paul's. Ne mihi ka tika ki te rārangi ārai a St. Paul's. That was Gus Weir who earned the penalty for his side for St. Paul's. With 6 minutes remaining in this match, and we've just got confirmation. St. Peter's have beaten Lindisfarne 36-24. So the winner of this match will play St. Peter's. Interestingly enough, Wesley College lost to St. Peter's in round 1 of the competition. And St. Paul's, a big drive. Holy heck, they're past halfway. St. Paul's Collegiate, they're still going. Goodness me, this is well over 50 metres. 60 metres now, a 60-metre drive. This is old school. You have not seen that very often in modern day rugby. Here's Hay. Ka puta tu te pōro ināina kia Thompson. Oh, Thompson kakite. Anei, oh. Ia te kimi ana ia, tetihi o ana hoa. Engari, te taia, he harmony ināina. Kia Wesley. What about that fend by Hadley Thompson? Just couldn't find the support. So it's not over yet, 5 minutes to go. Te tiro mai. Birch, i maka ana ia kia Hay. I maka ia kia Thompson, boom. Ka kite, chop back on the inside, couldn't find a support person and found himself isolated there. And Wesley got the penalty.
What's middle here? Hook your can't throw it anyway, so it's chill. Get up out of the side.
Oh! Tahi ngari kua puta ki waho! He oi! O whakawhiti nau nei kia St. Paul's. Kia rātou te whāngai ki tēnei rārangi a waho, rina miniti e toi ana. Ngā mihi nui ki ngā kaitautoko o tēnei kaupapa o te rau e nei kēmu o te whakataitai CNI o te tau 2020. Hill Brown goes to the middle of the line out. They'll look to drive. They did extremely well last time they did this with a 50 to 60 metre drive, which I haven't seen in a very long time. Silic out wide now, a long ball by Kilmister to Hay, out now to Blake on that left wing. Kilmister, short ball, big collision, centre field. By the big boppers. Kilmister puts the little kick in, deflected, goes into touch, and it's off the Wesley foot, I think. So it'll be St. Paul's ball. Toru miniti e toi ana. Paul's have slowed it down from the sideline. St. Paul's have the lead. Step number 1 is to secure possession from this line out. It's not over yet. They do well to secure the line out. They clear. Oh, but a penalty! That is a huge moment. Wesley are well and truly in this match. A whole bunch of metres there from that kick. As we see the penalty, yes, Wesley, that's right. Now we'll go back live as Wesley line up. Rua miniti toi ana I tēnei kēmu. Ke mua o St. Paul's. Ngari. Ke konea Wesley. E ata tiro ana. Te Rarangi Piro, they go to the back. Gone backwards, still there. Wesley. Can they steal the win? They're behind, they need a try. They need a try to win it. 2 minutes to go. They keep it up front. Puta te pōro. Upoko ki raro. Kōkiri whakamua a Wesley. Te haere ki te tahapoto. Kei whera te pōro. Katarawa ki te Rarangi Piro ahua rima mita. Atu I te Rarangi Piro. Te hara mai a Wesley College. Ka taia e rātou. Te wini. Tēnei kēmu. Pick and go. Very close. That's the goalpost right there. That's the ball. A penalty for offside. Well, it's going to go right down to the wire. They'll tap and go, Wesley. Can they win it at the death? Wesley College pick and go. Oh, it's been lost. St. Paul's come up with it. They've got to play to the whistle. They've got the advantage. They've got to run it. St. Paul's from inside their 22. Advantage must surely be over. No, they'll go back. So there's still time to play the scrum. But the St. Paul's defence very strong. Forcing the mistake, forcing the turnover. So the winner of this match will go on to play St. Peter's in the final. So Wesley College have brought on Taliova Lumuni, number 17, the big prop, to strengthen their scrum. Oh, penalty for St. Paul's. That might just about do it. Tepe tuatahi ki te mau I te poro mai tēnei Rarangi a waho. Ka whana te poro ki waho. Kia mutu ai te kēmu nei. So it's a must for St. Paul's to secure this ball from the line out and then boot it into touch and it should be all over. That's happened. Where secures it. Still got it. And another penalty, and that might just about do it. A high tackle. It's an injury in back play, but there can't be long to go. St. Paul's have the penalty. waiting for time to be called back on again. And we're well into injury time, and so there should be time just to tap it and boot it into touch. But just a reminder, the winner will play St. Peter's, who beat Lindisfarne. St. Peter's finished in 3rd position. They beat Lindisfarne, who finished in 2nd. And the last time St. Peter's played against St. Paul's, St. Paul's won 36-29 in a very close encounter. And like I said earlier in the broadcast, St. Peter's beat Wesley College in round 1, 20 points to 12. So we're back live. Kei mua a St. Paul's rua tekau mā waru ki te rua tekau mā whā. Kei puta te poro ki waho. Engari kare anō te kēmu e mutu ana. So the same thing applies. They secure the ball from the line out, and now surely time is up. They can boot it into touch and it'll be all over. Let's see. No, they still keep it tight. There must still be a little bit of time remaining in injury time. Pick and go. They will not want to concede a penalty here, St. Paul's. 73 minutes on our clock, and they give it to Kay, who boots it into touch. E ko tēnei te mutinga o te kēmu. Ko St. Paul's Collegiate, ngā toa rua tekau mā waru ki te rua tekau mā whā. Ai, e tika ana te whakatauki, kawa e mate wheke, me mate ururoa. Whakatina nai, ngā kapa e rua. Ki tērā whakatauki nei as we look at the highlights of the match. As St. Paul's Collegiate progressed to the final of the CNI competition. And Birch, from earlier in the match, scored one of the standouts for St. Paul's. And Wesley, from the intercept here, it was Funaki who had to jump at it. And he dotted over as it swung in roundabouts this match. And then it was Alex Young with a little dummy as he scored. Birch with a beautiful pass to Blake, who had a lot of work to do feeding his other winger Billy Smythe in the corner. Wesley College hit straight back in the form of number 8 Eric Tapusoa from the back of the scrum. And then of course it was Lucas Hull. Quite a bit of time for us to identify him, but he was there. Johnny on the spot. But it's going to be a mouth-watering final next weekend. Owen Delaney Park in Taupo. It's going to be St. Paul's Collegiate up against St. Peter's Cambridge for the 2026 title. So at full time in the semi-final, St. Paul's Collegiate beating Wesley College in a thriller, 28 points to 24. Ngā mihi nui kia koutou katoa, e hono mai ana ki tēnei pāpāhotanga o whakata Māori i tēnei rangi. Kia pai, ki rā whakatā, o tira, kia tau te mauri ki rungi a tātou katoa. Ngā mihi nui, mā te wā. No worries.